you are in the world. Hope everybody is well. If you're here, please kindly put a like so that more people get to see the video. And say hi, don't be shy if you're here, my friends. As always, before we commence, I'm going to be leaving a link to my Patreon down below in the comments section if you want to join. You have the millionaire spreadsheet, the 100x coins there, current market updates, and the full video course. So yeah, we're going to wait for a little more people to join before we commence and talk about the market. As for now, say hi. Don't be shy, my friends. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Rwanda Khan. Hello, my friends. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the live. Rwanda Awesome from South Africa. Wonderful. Hope you're having a great time there. Moses. Hello, my friend. Danny XRP Bray. Always feeling good about the future, Rob. I like that, my friend. I like that. Positive energy. King energy. I like that. Well done. Well done, my friend. I'll just wait for more people to come in. Just literally like 30 more seconds, 1 more minute. If you're here, don't be shy, guys. Say hello, as always. Say hello, ask some questions, interact. You know, that's the whole point of these lives, my friends. Hi, Rob. I'm Vicky from Queensland, Australia. Welcome. Welcome, Miss Vicky. Thank you for joining. Sergio, hello, my friend. Tamur Khan, hello, hello. Martin, hey there, my friend. Ozar Mohammed, YouTube, love from South Africa. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Nabil, hello, Rob. Nice to see you daily live. Thank you, my friend. It's awesome to do this daily. I do it because I enjoy it, you know. Paviltra Valvkar, I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly. Hi, Rob, you're the man. Thank you for all the guidance. I'm a Patreon member. We'll be in Dubai next month. Would love to meet up. You can call me Pavi. Hey, Pavi, thank you very much for the kind word. I appreciate it. And I keep saying absolutely. If you're in Dubai, hit me up. Let me know. Let's go get some coffee or just walk around or go eat somewhere or grab a drink somewhere. I'm always up. I'm always up for this stuff, you know. But for some reason, I don't know. Once it gets to it, many people kind of just disappear. But if you're serious, yeah, definitely, let's do it. I would love to do that. Alva, do you live in the mall? Good one, my friend. No, I just like coming here. I just like coming here, you know, because it is the biggest mall in the world, the Dubai Mall. You know, you got everything you need. If you need to buy something, you can buy it here. Yeah, it's more expensive than in other places, but you know, starting from basically very simple things like Zara up all the way to Harry Winston and Rolex and anything you can think of, makeup, groceries, places to eat, clothes. I mean, you name it, they have absolutely everything. So that's why I like coming here. It's kind of like when you need to do something, you just come here. But I also love the Dubai Marina, you know, so. Victor, hi from Montreal. Hello, my friend. Hi from Slovenia. Igor, hello, my friend. All right, my friends, let's get down to it. XRP is still stuck at roughly 50 cents. Bitcoin finally made a new high, and by hitting $30,000. This hasn't happened for 495 days. So, you know, nearly 500 days. A lot of people are very excited. You know, if you follow me on Twitter, I kept retweeting, and I retweeted it yesterday also. This tweet that I posted around 15K saying that a lot more people are going to be buying Bitcoin around 30,000 than they did at 15,000. And now that it's at 30,000, I retweeted it saying that I'm definitely not accumulating here. You should have been buying much lower, right? My wife just sent me a pic. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so you got so many new people coming in. Like yesterday I had this guy that I blocked that went off, you know, saying that I'm spreading FUD. And that basically people like me are bad for the crypto community. You know, seeing that his profile was very new and he's very new in crypto, I would guess that probably he just came in recently and started accumulating at these phases. And like I predicted this before, right? Late market participants are never going to want to hear that they're late market participants. Nobody wants to hear that they'll be used as extra liquidity, right? But unfortunately, you have to tell people the truth. You can't tell them that $30,000 Bitcoin is a great buy. My question is this, right? So the people who are FOMOing into Bitcoin 30K, like, do I believe that in the long term, even this year, it will go higher? Yes, I do believe. But what I'm trying to ask is, okay, so you're FOMOing into Bitcoin at $30,000, right? What exactly are your expectations? $45,000? You're looking for 50% profit with a lot more risk after Bitcoin has already moved 100%, and there are obviously going to be corrections along the way. So my question is exactly what are individuals like this thinking really, right? If you need to make 50%, there are much easier ways to make 50%, right? I mean, I have altcoins that have pumped from 200% to 600%. I currently have altcoins that are up roughly 200%. And I don't feel any kind of excitement, right? If you're looking to make 50%, there's a much easier way to make 50% with altcoins, right? So I don't really understand the excitement. I will understand the excitement once Bitcoin is already closer to its all-time highs. And if it breaches the all-time highs, once we're there and the market evolves and we're there, we're going to be looking at setting stop losses. We're going to be seeing if we're going to be exiting. We're going to be seeing if this time something is different or not, right? If nothing is different, then we just stick to the 4-year cycles. If stocks are breaking into new all-time highs, and then everything is good. But if we see that the economic situation is looking weird, if we see that stocks are not doing much, if we see that Bitcoin is looking toppy, a lot of altcoins have pumped decently, we might exit the market much earlier to then accumulate much lower, because market cycles may be lengthening and the $15,000 Bitcoin low might be lost eventually in the long term. But we'll see. Once we get there, we'll see. It's very important to be able to adapt in these markets. You can't be, stubborn like a mule. You have to see if everything is going according with plan. So far, everything is going according to plan in the 4-year cycles. We did crash roughly 80% after there. We are up as usual, slowly going up with corrections. Time frame wise, it took roughly the same amount of days to bottom out once again. So far everything looks okay, which is why I'm not worried, which is why I'm not excited, which is why I'm not making any emergency Patreon meetings. But once we get there, once the closer we get to the top, I'm going to be analyzing the market heavily, and everything is going to plan. I'm just going to say everything is going to plan. But be prepared, especially if my patron. Please make sure that you read every single update that I put out there, because so far as you can see, right, 2023 is doing exactly what we expected it to do. The first post, I believe, in 2023 was where we're talking about that Bitcoin is going to pump to over 30K and go higher, and it's already happening, right? So everything is going in accordance with plan. But please make sure you read the updates, because at any point, if I see that something is looking weird in the market, I'll release an emergency market update. And you can read something like, I just sold 50% of all my coins, or all my coins, irrelevant of the targets, something has changed, and I'll tell you what has changed, right? So please kindly always be aware of that. Be prepared to adapt. Our main goal is to make money and to secure profits. As for XRP, it's currently stuck at 50 cents. A lot of excitement once again. I believe it can go to even as high as 67 cents if you look at the charts. But it's irrelevant to me because I also believe that before it takes off with the rest of the coins and some of the altcoins, that it will go to roughly 40 cents for sure, and it probably will go under 40 cents to go to something like 38 cents, 35 cents, maybe even lower. So, I'm not FOMOing, I'm not getting excited. If you look historically, what XRP has done has only moved together with the rest of the market. And even if there's some kind of pump, it's unsustainable until the whole market moves together. So if you're my patron, once again, you know that we are currently trading a small percentage of XRP. Keep with it, keep with the trade. If you don't see me getting back in, you don't get back in, my friends. But just remain patient. Patience has made a lot more money for people than impatience ever will. So just be patient and don't FOMO, don't panic. Don't read up on all the riddles. Don't read up on all the fundamentals, because that's what makes you FOMO. Just look at the chart, my friends. Just look at the chart. And by looking at the chart, we can see that the probability that it will go down once again, and we'll be able to rebuy lower with that small portion that where we took profits, is very high, right? Just have belief in yourself and in your basically trade and investment. Johnny Craig, hi Rob, following you from 2018 from Northern Ireland. Oh, that's amazing, my friend. Another OG, always nice to see an OG, Johnny. Thank you for joining. Martin XRP at the Mall of the Emirates at the moment. Oh, that's awesome, man. What are you doing there, my friend? It's an amazing mall, so I really like it. I probably actually prefer it over the Dubai Mall because it's not as crowded. There are not as many tourists. But you know, it takes longer to get there. Crypto Russian, hello Rob from Thailand. Hello, my friend. What's your opinion about some analysts saying seeing a blow off top in equities and crypto in the next couple of months? We'll see. We'll see, my friend. We'll see. That's why I said I'll keep analyzing the market. We'll see basically if historically all the things that have been happening for Bitcoin to make a new all-time high and therefore for alts to rally and pump hard are happening. If I see a deviation from that, if I see that some of these things are not happening, then we'll talk about it there and we'll take appropriate action and get out of the market if I feel that we need to get out of the market entirely or with a portion of our portfolio. We'll react basically. You know, we can, so far I can say that everything that's been happening is exactly what always happened in every single cycle, more or less. And we have to let the market develop and see how it unfolds. And once it unfolds, we react. Sergio, what are your thoughts? What are your rough estimates multiplier for next bull market? 10x average is reasonable. Yeah, of course it's reasonable. It also depends on what are you referring to. Like altcoins, a lot of altcoins will do way more than that, right? I personally believe like that you can make a 20x. You know, you can make a 20x, 30x. So yeah, it really depends how you go about it. But yeah, 10x is definitely reasonable. Assets from your millionaire spreadsheet. Yeah, my friend, assets on my millionaire spreadsheet can deliver much higher gains than that. But as I said, you know, if everything goes the way it has been going, if something, once again, you know, if something goes the way it hasn't been going in the past, like for example, if the stock market thing, like the Dow Jones doesn't align with crypto, and there are other, indicators that I'm not going to mention here, but I do mention on Patreon. If I see something different happening, I'm going to do something different. You know what I mean? I'm going to sell earlier and get out. I'm not going to be a hero. That's how I saved my butt many times. That's how I made money many times. And that's how I'm going to keep making it, right? So far, everything's okay. Nothing to worry about. Those analysts may be right. Once we get to that point, I will analyze the charts once again, the market sentiment, and other relevant things that I take into account. And yeah, then I'll take a decision there. Tamar Khan, having bought the lows last year, would you still good to DCA into some alts like CSPR if you don't have a huge sum of money to buy at one time, considering CSPR is still under 5 cents? Tamar Khan, well, you know the coins that we have, right? And the answer to that is look at the chart. If the coin is still down roughly, depending on if it's a blue chip alt, if it's a mid cap, if it's a low cap, depending on how low it is, right? In the case of CSPR, if it's still down roughly 95% and you're prepared for it to go down as much as 99%, meaning that it could be a huge, major crash, as much as 70 or 80%, but you're ready to hold through that, then yeah, buying something like CSPR is okay. Chris Dinoff, have you heard, Rob, have they started using the yuan over there? Any rumors in circulation of that? Not that I'm aware of, my friend. I haven't encountered it yet. Maybe they have, but I haven't heard of it, to be honest. Another thing that I want to mention, my friends, right? I know I keep reiterating with this, and I know sometimes I'm very boring, but unfortunately making money is boring. The importance of diversification, my friends. You know, excuse me, while Bitcoin is up roughly 100%, there are coins that are up 200, 300%. There are coins that pump 600%. You have to correct it, but that was before Bitcoin even pumped 100%. So think about what's going to happen when Bitcoin pumps further and what these coins are going to do once alts start moving, right? So it's very important to diversify. One of the main reasons also why it's so important to diversify is because a lot of coins will not perform well. There are so many different reasons for why coins that you believe are going to do well or not going to do well. One of them is very simple. Right now, there's this rumor, for example, that Tron is being delisted on Binance. I'm not going to eat into that rumor because I frankly don't care about Tron. It's not something I concern myself with. But I do guarantee you, just like in the past, that coins will be delisted from Binance. And one of the ways that's going to happen, let's say you're holding a coin and you're like the majority of your portfolio is on that coin, and then the SEC comes after it and Coinbase delists that coin, or Binance US delists that coin, or other exchanges delist that coin, your coin is going to crash hard. And while everything is pumping and your coin is crashing hard, it's going to have to do a lot of catch up, and that being the case, you're not really going to get a great ROI. So be aware of that. There are a lot of different reasons why you should diversify, and this is just one of them. Diversify, 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 my friends. Give yourself options and be very patient. Be very patient. It's going to take a while to make money. If 4-year cycles are intact and the $15,000 low holds, and stocks behave the way they have always behaved, and Bitcoin behaves the way that's always behaved, not exactly the same way, but roughly the same way, we're making new highs. And that's not going to happen anytime soon, once again, right? Even if 4-year cycle theory is intact, it's not happening soon. The highs are not coming soon. Even if we're going up, there are going to be corrections, there's going to be chop, there are going to be months of boring price action, followed by maybe a week or two of pumps, and then again boring. It's going to take time either way. But if 15,000 low is lost, that means that the 4-year cycle theory is not intact, it's no longer valid, and that means that we're going much lower. And therefore, on my millionaire spreadsheet, you know exactly what the targets are, which is why I keep reiterating probably every single day here on Twitter, on Patreon, whenever I make a market update. Do not force entries. Do not ever force entries. Do not chase green candles. These are bad prices to be buying a lot of these coins currently. Yes, there are some coins you can buy, but even they will probably correct and crash. The point I'm trying to make is, Bitcoin can still pump to something like $50,000 and then still go below 10K. That is one of the scenarios that is possible, and you have to be aware of that. The thing is, are you prepared for that? That's the question, right? If you're FOMOing into these green candles now and forcing entries, you're not going to have any gunpowder left in the worst case scenario that I just referred to, right? People like me will, because first of all, if I see some kind of a change, I will react to that and I will sell either a portion or everything. If everything goes according to plan, I will just let it play out and then sell upon new highs, setting stop losses. And also at the same time, I'm not forcing entries, right? That means I have great amounts of money on the side in case the worst case scenario does play out, where the stock market just goes up in flames and doesn't set new highs, and then crypto follows. If that kind of scenario plays out, then once again, I have money on the side to be dollar cost averaging, and I have enough money on the side to be sure that I can play the extended cycle then, because that means this time something different is happening. So you have to be ready for that. Under no conditions should you force entries. Just because you have money on the side doesn't mean that all your money needs to be in the market. I have a lot of money on the side, and my money is definitely never going to be all in the market, probably ever. It's just not something that you should be doing. You keep pilot, following your spreadsheet and in profit, not going to make the mistakes of the last run. Got greedy with ETC and should have cashed out when it was over 100%. Lesson learned, any price target for ETC? Yeah, my friend, thank you for the kind word. Ethereum Classic, I would have to look at it. It's been a while since I looked at Ethereum Classic. I would have to look at it to give you a reply. But definitely once coins start pumping, and you see, influencers who have been getting stuff right in the past, telling you stuff like I'm taking profits or I'm setting stop losses, start doing the same thing. So even if a coin doesn't pump as hard as you thought it would pump, start setting a stop loss. Pick a stop loss and for your entire bag, and make sure that yourself that stop loss is hit. And after that, ignore further pumps if further pumps do come. So yeah, my friends, a lot of excitement. BTC can go a little bit higher. It can start correcting here. The point is, I believe that before we see further price action, that there is going to be some kind of pause and there are going to be corrections. And that being the case, even if you're trading, I don't believe that you should be getting in these prices right now. Like, I'm not trading Bitcoin. Like, the only thing I'm trading right now is literally a small portion of my XRP. And the rest I'm just holding. And I'm not adding, I'm just holding. Only add upon new lows. And I'm just letting the market play out, right? So once again, ask about yourself about risk and reward. If you're long in Bitcoin at 30K, there's a high chance and possibility that during the correction, wherever it comes in, even if it bumps to 35K first, let's say, it can still correct to something like 27, 25K, right? So ask yourself what the risk reward is. And once again, ask yourself, if you're long in 30K, what kind of profit are you looking to make, right? So even if it pumps 100%, that means it's still only going to 60K and not even taken out its all-time high. And I promise you that it's not going to pump to anything like 60K, close to 60K anytime soon. If you look at the Bitcoin chart historically, it's always taken a long time for it to retrace to more or less close to its all-time high. And I don't see why this time is different. The pumps are becoming smaller every single time. The ROI is becoming smaller every single time. So yeah, I really don't see so far why it would be different, because so far the 4-year cycle is intact. So far stocks are going up. So far crypto is going up. Bitcoin is going up. The time frame is roughly the same. The percentages are roughly the same. So I don't see why, once again, this time is going to be different and pump as high as 50 or 60K in the near future. I just don't think this is happening, because you have to be reasonable, you have to be realistic. Gerald van der Grigen, thanks for all your positivity. Using stop loss requires that your coins are on exchange. Isn't that very risky? Yes, it is, my friend. But also what's very risky? First of all, none of your coins should all be on an exchange. But unfortunately, when you get to the profit taking stage, you do have to do that. But what's also very risky is you trying to log into your exchange and not being able to do so because of the heavy traffic like we have had during every single euphoria stage or fear stage. You simply can't log in for a day sometimes. By the time you log in, your coin is already down 30-40%. Your stop loss was higher. You haven't sold. Now you're waiting for it to bounce so you can sell at your stop loss. It never bounces there, and the coin keeps crashing, and now you're down 90%, right? So once it gets to the point where you start taking profits, which is why I keep saying in the bullish phase, when we need to start taking profits, we're going to start setting stop losses then. Not right now, right? I know what the stop losses are, but my point is we're going to set them once it's time to start selling and being cautious. So I get your point and concern, of course, my friend, but also remember something like can happen like what happened to XRP, right? You wake up in one day and the coin is down like 70% overnight because the SEC sued XRP. If you had the stop loss, you would have gotten out, still in profit, and bought the coin much lower. So there are risks involved in everything, right? It's finance, it's speculative markets. When it comes to speculation and money, there's risk all over the place. It just really depends on what kind of risk you want to take on. 6 Sticks, hi from Australia. Do you believe VT can hit $1 in the next market 2024, 2025 in the bill? My friend, that you know the answer to that if you're my patron. I answered that there. So yeah, my friend, stay secure, stay cautious right now. Don't get too overexcited and emotional. Let the market play out, Don't start like longing randomly, buying random coins and just FOMOing into just because you see a lot of influencers talking about some coin and saying that it's going to go up. I've been here for a long time. I've seen a lot of influencers talk about the same coin, and that same coin would drop like 50, 90% and never recover again. So just be cautious. And yeah, be reasonable. Don't be emotional. If you're here, my friends, please kindly put a like for a video so that I get more views. Tamar Khan, the way I see it, it's either, but like there are two scenarios that I really see right now, right? The one that's going, that's my priority right now, and number one is that Bitcoin is doing what it's always done, bottom in roughly the same percentage crash and time frame where it always has. Stocks are going up, crypto is going up, and so far we're aiming for new all-time highs, right? Then there's a second scenario that I see that we can pump to roughly 45K, and if we see a reversal in the stock market and the Dow Jones and everything starts going to hell, everything is going to hell in crypto too, and we're seeing new lows. It's difficult to predict what's going to happen exactly because we have to see the market play out and get there. Once we get there, the picture will be much clearer, right? It's like, something when you're looking at something from afar, you can see it, but it's not as, like, you won't see it as well as when you're finally close up, right? So we have to just wait and let the market play out. I'll always share my mind, here and kind of give hints on what I'm doing. And on my Patreon, like the moment I do something, all my patrons know literally a minute or 2 minutes after, because it takes me a while to write the post on what I just did, right? So whatever I buy, whatever I sell, if I fully get out of the market, all that, my patrons know right away. So if you're interested, the link is going to be in the comments. Join the Patreon, my friend. And everything that I do, every single step, everything that I do, my portfolio is there. What else would I want to say? Yeah, guys, just don't FOMO. Don't FOMO. Be cautious. We've got a lot of coins. We bought a lot of coins near the lows. We've got some great entries on a lot of different coins with different narratives. We have dollar cost averaged well. There's absolutely no reason to FOMO, except that greed. We all want to get more entries and better entries and make more money, and that's never going to change. It's called capitalism, and that's fine. But don't FOMO. We're never going to, like I kept saying, I have never in my life, I've been here for 2 market cycles, and neither of the cycles that I make the money that I wanted to make, but in both times I made life-changing money. And this time is not going to be different, I believe. Like, there's a certain amount of money I want to make, but I believe it's probably not going to happen because it's just a number in my head, and I'm going to react to the market. I'm not going to basically look at the market and kind of wait for it to do what I want it to do just because I want to make a certain amount of money. I'm going to analyze the market and take what the market gives me. And it's still going to be life-changing once again. Well, that's the most important part, to make sure that it makes a huge difference in your life. Do you think the price of XRP solely from a chart standpoint will increase in value regardless of the SEC lawsuit? Yes, of course. It depends just to what degree. I believe that even with the SEC lawsuit, XRP pumped 2,000%, as much as Bitcoin pumped, right? And it's a blue chip. It's still to this day in the top 10 or close to top 5 if you take the staples away. And absolutely, it will pump with the rest of the market. Do I believe there will be a day when it's higher than 50 cents? Of course. And do I believe in higher prices? Of course. I'll be taking basically profits on the way up. I'll be trailing out here and there, selling little by little, and I'll be setting a stop loss for the entire bag, just like with every other coin. But yes, I do believe that XRP will pump with the rest of the coins when it's time for coins to pump. Six sticks. Good questions, my friend. I really like your questions. And if we see a positive outcome from the SEC lawsuit, what would you expect to see from the market in response? The number one question to answer your question, right, is when would that come in? If it comes in now, while coins still haven't pumped, altcoins haven't pumped heavily, Bitcoin hasn't pumped heavily. If it comes in now while we're basically still down roughly on a lot of alts that are down roughly 80 to 99%, if it comes in, this news comes in this area, then I believe that XRP will pump higher, and the reason being because that means that exchanges will relist it. That means that people have no reason to be afraid of buying XRP. That means that people can buy it for cheap, which is very important. And that means that it will be easier to create buy walls, to give people the assurance to buy, basically. But if it comes in after coins have already pumped hard and altcoins are up 1,000 to 20,000% and whatnot, if the news comes in then, I don't believe that it's going to do anything for the price of XRP. Maybe make it pump a little bit higher. Maybe it will even dump. The point being that the news, if we get a positive news outcome, it's only good, I personally believe, while we're still down a lot, while the market is still down a lot. If coins have pumped thousands of percent and then the news comes in, I don't think it's going to do anything grand for the price. Will you place a specific trade on the outcome of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit? No, Six, definitely not. I never do that kind of stuff. It's very risky. It's just pure gambling. It's just like flipping a coin, my friend. I don't do that kind of stuff. Very easy way to lose money, You might as well go to Great questions, Six. Thank you very much. All right, my friends, it's been 30 minutes. Please kind of put a like. Thank you very much for taking time to tune in. Hope you have a wonderful day. Go do something that you like. And once again, the link to my Patreon is going to be down below in the comment section. It's also in my Twitter bio. If you basically want to buy coins that can do potentially 50 to 100x, I have them in $99 tier. Also, I have the full video course, which basically teaches you, explains how I invest and trade. I also have my main play, which is my majority of my portfolio is in it. It's called the Millionaire Spreadsheet. And you have constant market updates. So if you're interested, join, put a like. Thank you so much, my friends. Love you. Be patient. Don't FOMO. Don't get emotional. Stick to the plan. Be calm. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.